Ah, hello. Oh man, welcome. Noodle says, you ever want to be a tradesman? Daddy says you go to the doctor or you go doctor or I kill you. Me too. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Life has been a bitch for us. Soul Foundry says, it's been so long I almost didn't recognize the alert. Welcome back, everyone. Happy stream, Piotr. Yes, welcome back. That's a great segue into a little introduction. Let me move some stuff here. We're back. We've been away for a little bit. I've been moving, and I'm still kind of mid-move, so there's not furniture here yet, which is why we're sitting on the floor today. I was gonna play Darksiders, but then I was like, let's not get into something new when we have this rink-a-dink setup. Let's make sure everything is set up nice and good before we do that. Soulfoundry says, I was listening to a stream the other morning getting ready and kept reaching for my phone to make comments. Oh no! Hey, hello! Oh, look who this is! Hello. Hi. So yeah, we are on the floor. Evocator says, sup? Welcome. Somebody says, doggo. Oh yeah. So anyway, we're here playing something that we're comfortable with. Although there have been some big updates to this. The lighting will be bad. The sound will probably be bad. The keyboard is on the floor. Noodle says, doctor. Yeah, true. We'll see. I'll be keeping an eye on the lighting. Literally, this is our lighting today. Is this lamp. So, we'll see how it goes. That's okay. We're not here to see my beautiful face. We're here to play some Peglin. So let's get into it. Evocator says, good to see you. Good to see you too. And so Landry says, this is my favorite stream already. We're doing it. You can't see, but literally, the microphone and everything is just on a box. It's a trial. It's a little bit of a tribulation today, but that's okay. Noodle says, besides burning my soul as fuel for med school, have been playing FNV. FNV. I actually don't know what that stands for. Let's get into it. I heard there's been a big update to Peglin, so we can check this out and see what's going on. I think I'm just gonna have back problems after the stream. That's okay. Let's just commit to that bit. The Crucible. Let's do it. Is there anything else that I need to see that's new? Maybe? I saw the name of a YouTube video of somebody playing this that just said, like, there's a million new builds or something. Friday Night Vites! Ooh. That seems right. Let's do it. Crucible. I'm gonna sneeze, too. This is going great. Wait. While I decide whether or not I'm gonna sneeze, is there anything interesting we can look at around here? Oh, hello, doggy. Hello. She's back here. I don't know if you can see her. She's looking the other way though. She just wants to hang out. That's fine. We'll let her hang out there. Okay, let's get into it. Peglin, great. Going good. Off to a wonderful start. Wait. Crucible, play. Mercy, Fallout New Vegas. Of course. Would you like a boost? Of course I would. And I kind of want this little cat. The beckoning cat. Every $11 collected triggers a crit. Sure, give me the cat. Beckoning cat. Hello, dog. Little Spanx for the dog behind me. Ah, this is the worst. Everything's on the floor. Noodle says, I'm addicted. I've heard it's really good. I know Rangoette really likes that one. But I have not personally played it. Let's get these speeders. And Noodle says, so I memorized almost the radio songs. Oh, nice. Is there a good radio in that game? I love a game with good radio stations. Unwisebird says, Floorglin, hello, welcome. We're sitting on the rug today. There's a little dog behind me, also on the rug, who's decided to come hang out. This is not a permanent setup, but it's what we're doing for today. Noodle says, betting Rango likes it because if you take a perk, you can be really, really gay. That's always a plus. Proggy Friend says, man, the Crazy Saints Row with aliens had the best radio. Oh, is that 4? I played through Saints Row 3 and actually really liked it. But have not done, I don't think I've done the aliens one. This is like trying to bang the person who attempted to kill you gay. That's a pretty cool way to live, actually. Ruglin, true. We got nice rug now that's not like the filthy rug from my old place. I got a letter from my landlord that was like, here's the things you should do when you're moving out. And one of the things is they're like, you should have the carpet professionally cleaned. And I was just like, there's no way they're tearing the rug out of this apartment, 100%. You know, says the cum rug, no! And Mortimer says, dude, don't talk shit, that rug was dope. I'm not getting that rug cleaned. They'll probably still charge me to clean it professionally, but But I'm hoping that they'll just tear it out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. More wars welcome. We're on the floor. Oh, the dog is gone. Dog wandered away at some point. And Pierogi Frenzy says, hey, let's strike Cumrug from the record. Agreed. Yeah, I don't think we need to remember that. Rudo says it had so many memories in DNA. Evocator says landlord moment. Man, I don't know. I think they're gonna steal my security deposit. This is my old place I rented from a property company that just like, I think changed its name literally probably 5 times in the 6 years that I lived there. And I'm pretty sure they changed the name because there are like bad Google reviews or bad press or lawsuits or stuff about them. So that's fun. That's fun. All right, we're already the winners. Not sketchy, probably. Extremely sketchy. They also like, their office was like out of a building where they run like 3 other businesses. So it's like a parking garage and storage and the landlord's office. It's good. They're entrepreneurial. Hey, dog. Hey, bub. Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. Bucklorb. We've never done a bulwark build. Or Abrasion grants Must Circle for every 20 hit, deals 3 self damage for every 20 hit. Must Circle just makes our things kind of stronger. I don't think we want that though, because that is increasing our non-crit damage, and we're doing crits stuff with this little beckoning cat. Let's get the Bucklorb. When things are hit when an orb make contact with them. Grants, sure. What's Bulwark? It's a secret. Alright. Probably some kind of defense thing. We'll figure it out. Sure, give me a prize. Or whatever. Or F my life. That's also fine. That's also fine. Guys, there's so many boxes around me. I can't even, like, move my arms. Hey, but here's, speaking of Fallout New Vegas, here's a copy of Fallout 3 for the PlayStation 3. Which was purchased for $11.69 from GameStop back in the day. So there you are. It's going great. Anything else cool here? Oh man, this game! Okay, has anybody played Section 8? Maybe we should play this sometime. I don't think it's as impressive now, because the big mechanic was falling out of the sky onto the map, and that's just like what Fortnite is, but it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Noodle says, all I know from Fallout 3 is that it's shittier Fallout New Vegas. I have heard that. And Evocator says, nice amount of money. A very nice amount of money. Okay, let's try to get some bulwark going. Absolutely terrible. Just pathetic. Maybe we can do a big money crit. I guess this is like the crit build or possibly the money build. Pierogi Frenzy says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's a reductive description of Fortnite. I guess so, I guess so. Unwiser says, I wonder if the Section 8 devs are bitter about Fortnite? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, there was the big thing in this game, so it's like a sci-fi multiplayer shooter where one of the big mechanics is falling out of the sky onto the map, and if you're really clever about it, you can squish somebody on your way down. It's a good one. Who made this? South Peak made it. Wait! Did they also make not Necrovision, the other one we played, Legendary? I think that they were involved with Legendary too. Neil says they'd be like Nikola and Edison. Nikola was long dead. True. And Evocator says, or Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, do you do that in Tears of the Kingdom also? Tears of the Kingdom is just a Section 8 ripoff. You heard it here first. No, but some of my friends had Section 8 in high school, and it was one of those games where I think it was exclusively fun if you play it with people you know for like a LAN party or something, but I don't know, it might be pretty mediocre. The single player was definitely mediocre, but the multiplayer was fun. Now you know about Section 8. Anything else good? We got some Heroes of Might and Magic games here. That's all good. Okay, let's see what we got. We're doing our little bulwark build, probably. Multi-ball? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell happened to the Metrorbshka? Sergey, that's not good. That's not what I wanted it to be. Grants bulwark 3 every 8 hit. Evocator says, can't believe Nintendo did this. And Noodle says, inventor of skydiving. Bitch. He died, surprisingly obvious outcome. And so did like the next 5 people who tried to continue his work. Unwiseman says, multi-ball. Yeah, we do need the multi-ball. I know I said we were doing a bulwark build, but I'm a big filthy liar. Keyboard in the lap. Oh, I can move up even. Should we adjust the camera? It's fine. It's good. It's going good. It's going good. We're going to go to the store. We're going to go to the side and try to go to the store. And Evocator says, Noodle says, oh wait, that was the sky gliding inventor. I bet skydiving had a rough history as well. That wouldn't surprise me. Evocator says, yo, bulwark plus multi-ball is obvious. We still don't know really what bulwark does, but we'll see. I'm gonna have to close this door at some point, but... Okay, bulwark is armor that protects HP. Damage taken will reduce bulwark first and will only damage HP if the damage is greater than the bulwark. Okay, so it's like armor. Here's the multi-ball. Get me money. We're going to the store next. We need the money. What's dog's name? The dog's name is Zug. Z-U-G-E. Zug the dog. Which is short for Zugzwang, which is a term from chess. If any move that you make would put you in a worse position than the position that you're in right now, that situation is called Zugzwang, apparently. I'm not really a chess person. More says, Smork, Zug. Zugzwang D. Pioterson, exactly. Don't dox my dog. Stop. Let's get the refresh. Brogy Frenzy says, chess is that Netflix TTRPG tie-in to Queen's Gambit, right? That's exactly correct. I saw that there is a Queen's Gambit board game. Maybe it's just a fake meme thing, but I believe that's the case. Noodle says, born 2017. Oh my god. I actually don't remember if that's right. Evocator says, Zubar, zugged up beyond all repair. True also. Reloading. Okay, it's going okay. I'm reloading. Let's do it. That was a Scarface reference. Perfectly done. Excellently executed. Without fear. Alright. A chemical hazard. Deals poison slime. Applies poison slime to every 7 things hit. Targeted enemy takes 10 damage for each active poison slime. That seems complicated. Noodle says, is that the self-inflicted version of Fubar? Believe so. We're going to save our money here. Because we're about to go to the store. You can only zug yourself. Wow. Don't let anybody else zug you. You can only zug yourself. I don't know what that means. Okay, there's another Bucklorb if we wanted it. Refresh moves after every shot. Activated refresh and thingy contributes to damage. Post-battle healing is increased. Pegborg start with +3 bombs. I guess we'll take another Bucklorb. And just try to make that a thing. And then actually remove one of my stupid idiot rocks. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I was gonna go close the door, but the dog is sitting in the doorway. So, this is a big dog episode today. Is this an episode? This is a big dog stream today. Please, 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 be cool. Nice. I'm here in my polo shirt that worn by a movie theater employee. Brogy Frenzy says, if this is an episode, what season of Piotr is this? Oh, this has got to be either some kind of interstitial bullcrap or the beginning of a brand new season. Every apartment is a season. So I guess that would make this season 2. Although we had the potato computer before, so that's got to be a season. It's certainly an era, the potato computer, when we could only play old games with all the graphic settings turned down. It's pretty different. that was definitely a time. We played Darksiders 1 and turned all the graphic settings off. We had to turn off anti-aliasing to be able to stream it. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. There she is. Where is she? Come you. Oh, she's leaving. No, she's sitting down. She's sitting down. Okay. Does that make everybody sick when I do that? You're welcome. Giant Spider says, now you can play old games by choice. True. Chat paused due to scroll. Okay. Welcome, Giant Spatula. Oh, the dog has her little back pressed against my back. It's actually pretty sweet. She just wants to hang out. Unwiseward says, speaking of... Oh. Big bomb. Oh, wow. That was crazy good. Whatever the hell we just did, it totally worked. We can get another dag orb. I demand you play Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Ah, that is a good one. I have a list. Actually, probably in this box. No? I had a box with all the stream stuff. Elder Scrolls Skyrim, I do want to play. I gotta write that down, or otherwise just remember it. I won't remember it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a pen. Hey, bug. Watch out. Ah. The Pierogi friend says, you'd think cats pressing themselves against you is cute, but actually they're just stealing body heat? Oh, maybe this is the same deal then. Let's see. Let's get something to write on. Come on, let's go sit down. Come on, dude. Alright. And Giant Spatch says, no, cats pressing against you is the best. Hi, Buck. Hello. Hello, boo boo. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Is that allowed on Twitch? Okay, Elder Skyrim is all I need to write down. Noodles says, I think the main lesson of Fallout New Vegas isn't the politics and decadence of empires through forgetting their ideals, but the fact bisexuals deal 10% more damage to everyone. That's true. That's a true fact. Cats headbutting you is greeting behavior. Pierogi friend says, now this is content. Giant Spider says, what kind of Skyrim character are you going to make? I don't know. I played a little bit of Oblivion, but that's the only Elder Scrolls game that I've played. Noodle says they only headbutt people they trust. And Pierogi Frenzy says, is it me or ... or... Uh-oh. What could this mean? We're going to take another dag orb. No, we're not. I'm going to upgrade the multi-ball. Wait. Oh, it's just a better multi-ball? Well, I'll still do it. Maybe that's what makes it different, is instead of being more balls, they're just more powerful balls. Noodle says it's basically the cat equivalent of, hey, hey, hey. Take relic. Do we want the cheese, which deals damage when reloading, or the gloves, reduce self-damage from orbs by 50%? And Noodle says, which in Japanese is Kora, Kora, Kora. Bad cheese. Give me the cheese. That might save us in a pinch. Doesn't matter. Try to hit the bombs. Boo! What kind of Skyrim character am I gonna make? I guess I'd like to be some kind of a wizardy woo. That's usually fun, to be able to do like magical stuff in those kinds of games. Soulfoundry says, I think you mean Hora in Japanese. Maybe? I don't know. Duolingo has not taught me this. I finally ended my streak on Duolingo, and honestly, it was freeing. I had it going for so long, for over a year, and during the move, I finally lost it, and it's just like, it's just one less thing to worry about. And Noodle says it's Korra, the most informal form of getting someone's attention. I think the most informal form of getting somebody's attention is just like, just do a little one of those. It's pretty informal. Noodle says for Americans, it's either a post or a hey, psst, or a hey at a stranger. And Soulfoundry says, that's oi! This is going weirdly well, actually, so far. Giant Spatchy says, if you pay for Duolingo, they let you skip days? I actually do, and I ran out of skips. I ran out of streak freezes. Pay to win! Oh yeah! Noodle says every language has that informal street way of getting someone's attention. I believe that. That seems like something that would be universally desired by humans. Or universally helpful to be able to do. And Giant Spider says, OMG, shaking my head! I know, it's brutal. But like I said, in a way I'm glad. I'm getting to start over. It's a whole new start. I just want to get that little stupid idiot refresh. Pierogi Frenzy says, filthy casual polyglots. Still monoglottical for the most part. Please, please do it. If I hit spacebar, will it do it? Nice! Noodle says, sometimes you don't want to say, excuse me, sir or madam. It seems I require your attention for a moment. I get that. And Giant Spatch says, you can't go back to the language you were learning, though. You have to start over from scratch. Choose a new language. Oh my god. And Noodle says, I know 4 languages. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. That's actually impressive. And Pierogi Freddy says, isn't that hardcore mode? Forward says, choose a new name, a new identity. I'm just going to re-roll my whole life after losing my Duolingo streak. It's the right thing to do, honestly. For society. And for myself. Gotta do right by both of those things. Give me buckles. Giant Sacha says Duolingo, but it's a roguelike. I'd be interested. Pierogi Fan says, my name is now Myoter, and I do not speak Spanish. Exactly, I'm learning. Good old Myoter. I was talking of names that start with the letter M. I was reading a comic book the other day with a character named Mingus in it. So that was pretty exciting. I was like, oh my god, there's a Mingus! Not to be confused with Amogus. And Giant Spider says Duolingo, but it's a roguelike, and also you build card decks. You go on, you're speaking my language. There's he's like a little winged cat named Mingus. It was fantastic. I was like, that is a definite Mingus form. Duolingo plus Anki. No says, hola, amo es Patrico. Mi habla español, viva el Mama Maria. I probably shouldn't have just read that. Soulfunny says, I'm getting so good at listening / understanding Spanish. I've been watching Mexican cooking shows. Oh, that's cool, actually. You can that gives you access to a whole new food world. That's like unlocking a new zone, I feel like, from a culinary perspective. And Wiser says, does Zug know your name? I don't think so. She knows her name. And Noodle says, wow, you said 8 slurs. Oh no! Hey, baby. Do you know my name? Peter? I don't think she does. She knows... What does she know? She knows that if you say... she knows hello, but she probably won't do anything right now. Hey, bub. I don't know. I don't think she knows my name, but she does know her name. And she knows hello, and if you say good morning in the morning, she'll leap up into the bed and start licking everybody's faces. Okay, Bucklorb. Another one. Does she know any tricks? Oh, we should see if we can get her to do one. Actually, that would be fun. I'll be right back. Hey, bub. Hey. Let's see if we can do it for the camera. Okay, come over here. Get on camera, Get on camera, bud. Okay, sit. Give me paw. Give me your other paw. Good girl. Good job. Let's do it again. Ready? Sit. Look at me. Paw. Other paw. Other paw. Other paw. Other paw. Paw. Other paw. Good girl. Good job. Let's do it one more time, okay? Okay. Paw. Other paw. Good girl. Good job. Very good, Doug. Very good job. Good work. And now she's leaving. She's like, okay, the food's gone. I'm out of here. Oh man, a ton of stuff has flown by. Somebody says, one day I'll order my burrito from the food truck in Spanish. I can do it. I I can do it already, but I always approach the counter and speak English, which is ridiculous because I speak Spanish all day at work. Giant Spatcher says she knows how to eat hot chip and lie. Noodle says dogs do not have self-awareness, sadly. I don't know if that's true. This one definitely doesn't, though. Giant Spatcher says, does Zug know tax fraud? Tax fraud, Zug? Pierogi Friend says, my fave cat fact is that cats understand their names roughly as well as dogs. They just don't give a shit. Fantastic. I found out that, oh, I'm still pointing at my chest. Good work. I found out that, not chameleons, iguanas can learn their names and, like, recognize them. Like a green iguana, apparently, can do that, which is kind of cool. And they recognize faces and stuff. Noodle says, we are alone in the curse of intelligence and awareness. It is a curse, isn't it? I do long for when I was a young man or, a child or whatever, and was less self-aware. Mora War says, good. Need to know what skills this dog brings to the table. Giant Spatch says, this is why cats are goats. And Giant Spatch says, OMG, good girl. Sylvania says, my cat comes when I call every time, unless I just pissed him off, even middle of the night. That is a surprisingly well-trained cat. That's some good cat behavior. I'm going to continue just so we get more music here. The silence is creeping me out a little bit. Noodle says, the only thing I like more about cats over dogs is they're more portable and don't smell. That dog definitely does smell. I think you're right. Cats are cleaner and a little bit... I think cats are a little easier to just because they're independent. And Sylvester says, Zug is so cute. Mora says, damn, good shit. And Otherwise says, yum, snacks. Giant Spider says, nice shirt. And oh, cool iguana facts. Oh, right, we're almost caught up. Pierogi Frenzy says, turtles, this is interesting, are by far the smelliest pet. Good lord, like they eat jet fuel and shit Agent Orange. I'm surprised to hear that, actually. I did not know that turtles were so smelly. There's little red-eared slider turtles at the pond near my old house I grew up in. I guess I didn't notice that there's little stinky people. Noodle says, don't do what Piotr did with Cora and read it like Kaura. Got it. And Giant Spider says, cats are just little guys. They live in your house. True. I feel like, because like a dog, you gotta... I've had cats and dogs. And for me, the biggest difference is you gotta take a dog out multiple times a day. Whereas a cat, you could just like, you can... If you leave food for the cat, you can just go away for a while and it's not a big deal. Bombs activate nearby pegs when detonated. Pegboards start with +3 bombs. I'll take that. Extra bomb. Where did my keyboard go? Ah, here it is. Mercy. I'm actually going to close the door here. Sorry, so just a second. Such a big mess. Such a mess here. And Pierogi Frenzy says, my fave cat tweet is that cats are a lesson in consent and people hate cats because they can't control them. Oh, that's an interesting idea. And Giant Spatch says, my cat screams if I leave the house, so that's like the exact opposite of taking a dog out. Oh no, poor cat. Neil says, here's a good practice. Say Ama, but the first A sounds like the second A. AMA? My name is Piotr. I'm sitting on the floor playing computer games on the internet. AMA. I should have checked where we were going, but that's fine. Pierogi Friend says 301k likes, so it's a scientific fact. That checks out to me. That is the correct number of likes for a fact to be a fact. A wordsmith. A poet, really. Do I have a phone? Oh, wait. Wait. I need to watch my phone. Oh, here it is. While I do this, just in case. And Sylvania says, my cat is so angry in the morning when I leave for work. Legit. One giant screech after another as I get him ready for an afternoon alone. Oh no, he misses you. And Noodle says, that's correctly incorrect. It's the best kind of incorrect. We got some bulwark building up. So that's good right there. Let's just try to set off this bomb. Or at least prime bit. Noodle says, I don't like cats because they have no self-control. I am not a rock face to climb on whatever I eat, and you give me 20 lacerations. In fairness, this dog does have some sharp her dew claws, which are like her little thumbs, are super sharp a lot of the time. So I have all kinds of scratches on my arms from this dog in particular. And also if I eat popcorn, she doesn't scratch me, but she climbs up on the couch and drools everywhere. So, you know, there's trade-offs. Pierogi Friend says, Noodles, you gotta feed them every day, not just once. And Noodles says, I do, it only gets worse. And John Spatch says, cats are very good at setting boundaries and very bad at understanding boundaries. Oh, they understand them, they just don't respect them. Please. And Wisebird says, ah, good popcorn fan. Yeah, big fan of popcorn. Popcorn and pistachios she also really likes and will drool all over the place for. But popcorn is probably the number one. Come on, kill this man. I don't know how far we're gonna get in this run, by the way. We really don't have much of a build here. Noodles, Solvage says, fact, my cat only eats plants when I garden too much. Oh no, it's revenge! It's a hit on the plants! Oh god. And Noodles says, my cat goes crazy as shit for livers and sardines. Surprisingly doesn't like tuna. Oh, picky about the fish. Or bust. Grants 1 must circle when fired and 2 bulwark. Okay, I guess let's just upgrade the multi-ball, right? That seems like the obvious move to do. Oh, do we want to go to the store? I don't really have that much money. Nah, let's try to go this way and we'll hit this mini-boss. Please. And Noodle says they will literally claw through and make a hole in the screen window. One of my cats growing up jumped through the screen. We had like a sliding screen door, and there was another cat outside, and they were hissing at each other, and my cat just jumped straight through the screen door, which is how we found that screen door doesn't work on that cat. And Pierogi Friend says, my MIL psycho cat just eats the feet off pond frogs and leaves them to die. Oh no! Oh, mother-in-law. It took me a little bit. Oh no! Poor pond frogs. We gotta get them little pond frog wheelchairs. And Soul Foundry says, my cat pretends he wants human food and will only eat it rarely. I normally give him whatever. He smells it, licks it twice, and walks away. And Noodle says, me too. Also, my cat eats bread. My sister has a little cat who loves apples. And like if you're eating an apple, will come and claw at you. But is otherwise extremely shy. All the time. You could easily go visit my sister's place and not know that there was a cat there. Unless you ate an apple, and then the cat is all over you. And Noodle says, like, eats it and likes it more than pork fat. And Mora says, how do I donate to the Pond Frog Wheelchair Initiative? We'll set up the GoFundMe on the Discord. In the woods, you find a clearing with a strange tree directly in the center. There's a nook in the trunk with brambles twisting wildly out of it. Shake the tree! You shake the tree with all your might, and from somewhere high in the boughs, an egg shakes loose. You are able to save it by catching it in your satchel. I guess I have an egg now. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? And Soul Foundry says, my cat loves stew pork, apparently. Legit mowed it down, or meowed it down. And better for me. That's how I know he is my cat. I eat so much char siu. Oh, char siu pork. Begged for me. That makes more sense. What are we doing here? Let's get rid of this. Let's shoot the bulwark one, right? Get some armor right away, hopefully. Char siu pork. There you go. I feel like that's a normal thing for a cat to want to eat, though. That's, you know, a little bit of meat. A little meaty treaty. And Noodle says cats don't even need to eat much. That's probably depends on the cat, but I think that's largely true. I'm gonna rate that as mostly true. Like about 300 calories a day for a large cat? Oh wow, that actually isn't very much. And Transmatcher says my cat would tell you otherwise. 300 calories a day. That actually is. I never really thought about how many calories an animal eats. But there you go. Okay, I got this egg. Heals you for each peg hit. Permanently breaks when hitting something solid on the pegboard. Okay. I'm using the egg. It's over. The egg is done. That was it? Alright. I don't know what I was supposed to do different with that egg, but there you go. And Noodle says they're gluttons. And Progy Friend says my mother-in-law also pops extra arthritis meds so she can take pot shots at varmints from the front porch with a 22. Oh my god. So I don't think she's sympathetic to the Pond Frog Wheelchair Association. It's fair enough. It says adult cat. And Evocator says that's a lot per pound though. True. That's fair. You're right. Because I probably weigh like 1.5 times as much as a cat. I have very light bones. Try 30 calories per pound. And Wisebird says it's over. We did the wrong thing, but that's okay. And Noodle says my cat is about 8. That seems like a good size for a cat. An 8-pounder. Giant Spatcher says Piotr Lightbones Bizzle. That's what they call me. Down at the schoolyard. I don't want to read any of these. I don't want to. We're gonna. Anything with ball work? Or multi-ball? No? Okay. And away we go. And let's upgrade another one too. Great. Avian Bizzle Syndrome. Orbs start up with 5 peg worth of damage. Whenever you lose health, deal 2 times that amount to all enemies. I guess whenever I lose health, that's not the same as taking damage though. So I think that actually has anti-synergy with Bulwark. Which, if you play the game War Machine, there's a faction called the Scorn, and Skorne, and that is the source of the term Scornergy, which is when you have like a faction or something in a game where all the guys do not synergize with each other. There's strong Scornergy between this and our Bulwark stuff. We're going to take the safety net. That's fine. Noodle says, I like looking down at my cat with the knowledge I can throw them over the house. Wow, I don't know if I could throw a cat over a house, but act like I'm at their behest. I'm a merciful God with the power to make the reality a heaven or cease entirely with minuscule effort. God really made us in his image, didn't he? No, I think we would have looked like cats. Is God a cat? Discuss. Soulfinder says 30 calories a pound is 1,800 calories a day for a 160-pound human. That would make you, like, lose weight, probably, right? If you were 160 pounds? I don't know. I don't really... I'm a gross skeleton man. I don't really track my calories very closely. Giant Spatches says, discuss? Yes. A trio of mysterious spirits pop out and surprise you on your journey. I think this little one could use our help, one of the spirits shouts gleefully. Duplicate my multi-ball. Noodle says, well, we don't spend 80% of the day sleeping. Speak for yourself. I wish we did. And Froggy Friend says, cats are like libertarians, absolutely convinced of their fierce independence while utterly dependent on a system they do not appreciate or understand. And Soulfinder says, you still consume calories while you sleep, but less. Oh, like you use them up. I thought you meant like I'm sleep eating, which I also do, but I didn't know you guys knew about that. Giant Spudge says, you're a gross skeleton man with hollow bones, so you probably weigh like 20 pounds? Listen. Soulfinder says, and sleep actually helps promote weight loss. Because you don't eat. Ah, yeah, maybe. I guess good sleep does. I've heard that like lack of sleep is can be associated with weight gain. I am familiar with this. Although they taught me that, I think, in health class in high school, which looking back, or middle school probably, which looking back might be a speculative source. Soulfinder says, no, legit, rest helps promote weight loss and regulating weight. Oh, there you go. Damn. Let's murder this mole man. Soulfinder says, same way rest helps promote muscle growth between workouts. And Noodle says, my cousin sleep games. On multiple accounts, I've seen them open their phone and open an app, the wrong one, and start playing the game while asleep. That's pretty serious gamer lifestyle. Did they ever come out with that game Pokemon Sleep that was going to be like Pokemon Go, but for while you're sleeping? This is a real thing. I'm not making it up. The Pokemon Sleep was supposed to be a real thing. But I don't think it ever came out. I'm not sure if we've even heard about it for a while. It might be one that was quietly canceled. And Sylvester says, I used to play Overwatch and fall asleep playing with friends. I got in trouble a couple of times. It's probably a good sign that it's time for a break if you're falling asleep playing games. Noodle says, Pokemon watches you sleep. That's exactly right. You get to choose... Oh, that's a good question. This is my engagement bait question. Which Pokemon would you want to watch you while you sleep? Discuss. And Progy Friend says, yeah, go sleep in a bed, you filthy casual. Self-Finder says, I go to sleep at 8. They go to sleep at like 1 a.m. It was bound to happen. Wow. 8 is... That's pretty early, actually. My cheese is supposed to hit him, no? I don't know why the cheese didn't work, but that's fine. Well, we murdered him, is the important thing. Mr. Mime! Mr. Mime's a good choice. He could like enclose you in a safe little box while you sleep. Noodle says, cat metabolisms are different than ours. Their cycles go as hunt a really small amount of time because you're a cat, nature's best hunters, and then sleep and conserve energy for the next day of 4 hours of hunting. Man, I would work for 4 hours a day. Hey, Arrakis, welcome! Thank you for the sub! Giant Spatch says, Mr. Mime is Ash's stepdad? I feel like that can't be true. And Araki says, I heard there was a dog here. Let's see if she comes back in if we open the door. Yeah, we're just sitting on the carpet playing games today. Playing some Peglin. Let's see. What's up? Hello, boo-boo. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Blah, 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 blah. Hello. Say hello to the people. What do we got? Selvash says, my 8 hours of sleep starts right at the end of the stream. I'm struggling to finish dinner and came something before then. Raka says, give dog. Production says, do Mr. Mime and Ash's mom... ... Everyone knows Mr. Mime is Ash's dad. And Giant Spider says, this is a well-known Pokemon fact? I feel like that can't be true. And Rocky says, dog, what a cutie. Let the dog play Peglin. Okay, Zug, you gotta do it, baby. And Neil says, like, cats being min-maxed hunters is no joke. Dogs, I've heard they're, like, super effective hunters, right? Like, there's those little wild cats that are, like, one of nature's most successful hunters. Like, for, like, successive... I don't know how it's measured, but... Dogs and wolves will stalk tigers, and since the tiger kills so much stuff already, the tiger just kills another thing whole. The wolves are preoccupied with the previous kill. And Giant Spider says you need to make a controller that Zug can use. That would be kind of fun. Get like a little, like some arcade buttons or something that she can hit. Arex says, what is dog's name? Oh, the dog is Zug. We're looking down at my chest again. I forgot that we're doing that. Yep, shirt. Thank you. So Funny says, I have my English keyboard on, and game keeps getting auto-corrected to Kame all of a sudden. Got it. That makes more sense. Rax says they have a good type matchup. Cats get stab on all their moves. Shirt. Yep. What do we want for a relic? Attacks deal 2 times damage, but you deal 3 self-damage. Hey, bub. For every 25 pegs activated. That actually might not be so bad with Bulwark. You no longer obtain money. I want money. All bombs are replaced with Big Bomb. Red Bomb. All orbs get Morbid. Allows you to activate... Oh. Contain one less refresh. Nah, give me the self-damage. We're doing it. Giant Spatch says, red shirt. Don't go on any away missions. Oh, it's actually interesting you should bring that up. That may come up later in the stream, depending on what rewards people redeem. And Soulfinder says, fun fact, just realized / remembered I use the Spanish keyboard as my primary. Game, much better. And Noodle says, the wolves get a free meal and the tiger exerts 5% more effort to get left alone. Nice. And Giant Spudge says, Morbin time. Oh, I should have done it. And Giant Spudge Arrakis says, are we going to watch Star Trek later? I have something almost as good. It's the Star Trek at home of Star Trek. And Noodle says, please, no dead memes. Giant Spatula, thank you for the light snacks, has redeemed today's featured hero clicks. Now, we don't have a separate camera because look, this is the setup we have. But we do have something that's kind of interesting. I found out, we've got a whole starter set for the Orville hero clicks. You know the Orville. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, does that mean that there's a Seth MacFarlane hero clicks? And the answer is yes. Pierogi Friend says, someone should tell wolves that supermarkets throw out a lot of fresh food. True. Arak says, I would like to redeem light snacks for the Star Trek content. Oh, Orville, not Star Trek. Disappointing. They do make Star Trek hero clicks, I believe. And Giant Spider says, why? And what's his OMG? And Arak says, oh, never mind. Seth MacFarlane hero clicks is very funny. Well, he's there. That's him. Let's take a look at him. Let's open him up. It's an unboxing now. Soulfighter says Spock is the hero clicks I would need. We could probably get a Spock. They should make a Peter Griffin hero clicks. They do make, I think they make a Scooby-Doo. So, you know, it's not out of the question. Okay, so this contains dice. It says it contains 2 dice, which is kind of the bare minimum you would need to play hero clicks. And I want to show you these dice, because I'm extremely disappointed by the fact that they're tiny. They're like the smallest dice I've ever seen in my life. Why did they cheap out on the dice? They're so small. Anyway, Giant Spatch says, OMG, how many points is Peter Griffin? And the Wise says, oh no, now they're not mint. And Snowfinder says, Peter Griffin, but doing his thing. And Araki says, you need to put them next to standard size reference dice so we can tell. Oh man, do I have standard size dice? They're tiny. They're tiny. They're tiny little dice, you can see. Neil says, Now, the rough thing about this set is that, like, Seth MacFarlane is the only kind of one of these that I want, I admit, but I thought it would be funny to get the whole set. It comes with some maps, too. We should look at those in a second. Wait. Let's go to the... Do I have a big camera set up? Big camera. Does that work? Where's my keyboard? How do I... Let's just do the transition here. Look, everything is extra special rinky-dink today. That's just the way it's gonna be. Damn! Okay, now we're big. Here's Seth MacFarlane. Here he is. That's a really good big forehead vision. There. I don't know how to make this work. It's him though. It's recognizably him. Stop focusing on me, camera. It's going great. It's working so well. Oh, I can't believe how well this is working. I also am having trouble with the fact that it's kind of mirrored. Sylvester says, how do you spell that backwards? Shh sound. I see Seth for sure. And Noodle says, my extreme pain noises. Show us Zug in the magnifying glass. Ah, she wandered off, I think, at some point. She's no longer here. Maybe she'll come back later. But yeah, we got all these guys. We've got the guy who plays the son in American Dad. He's here, not in focus. There he is. We got, yeah, and the rest of them too. The robot. You remember the robot. Isaac. Pierogi Friend says, you're a snake. There he is. Let's look at the map. I kind of want to see what that's about. We got Seth. That's really is the important thing. Sylvester says, I feel like we've gotten a tour of this room now. And Morwar says, wow, is that a window back there? Oh, way in the back? Yeah, I guess it is. Through the door? Yeah, that's a window. That's a window. Are we gonna get a house tour? I don't want to do a house tour because I'm afraid looking out the window will dox me where I am. Doxing Piotr, yeah. Oh, yes, house tour. And Silver says, house tour? You guess it is. How many likes max to dox? And it says, if you ever want to exert dominance on a dog, put your hand on the head and put their head on the floor and keep it there. Oh, it sounds so mean. Okay, what am I trying to do? Make this mess in this huge mess in this room even bigger? Done. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got this little packet. It's how bigger dogs in nature assert dominance. I assume. Let's see what we got. We got the rules. The rules of HeroClix utter dominance over smaller dogs. The rules of HeroClix seem to have changed like over and over again. So these are probably out of date because these are from 2019. We've got the powers and ability card. Actually, does it have the pink abilities on it? This is pretty good. This seems pretty modern, and actually I kind of needed this. 15th anniversary HeroClix. Giant Spatch says, are you going to put art on the walls of this apartment, or is it going to be Piotr classic white walls? There's already art on the walls of this apartment. You put the sprinkler heads up there. Oh, yeah. Not in this room, but in other rooms there is. We got our cards, so there he is. Captain Ed Mercer, his powers are set to stun, commanding officer, captain of an exploratory vessel, a priority for everyone to come back alive, quick reflexes, my first command, knowledge and ingenuity to resolve mission conflicts, and for some reason, master of disguise. I guess there's that episode where they go undercover and they have the little device. Progy Friend says, can you play realistically without the cards? Older HeroClix you can. The newer ones, not really. I mean, maybe it would be balanced if nobody had the cards, but probably you do need the cards these days. Are any of these funny at all? No, they're literally not. Great. Good to know. Neil says, hang something from it. Oh, from the sprinkler? Nothing bad will happen. True. Neil says, how does a bigger human assert utter dominance over a weaker, smaller human? And Giant Spudge says, Noodles spent $44 billion to buy a social network. Okay, I want to see this map. Then we'll go back to the Peglin, I swear. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this is big. I want it to be double-sided, but it isn't. It's honestly, I gotta be real with you, kind of bland. What do we got here? We got, there's like the helm here, and then just a couple of rooms. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. They got the conference room. I remember that from the show. But not really rocking my world. I gotta be legit with you all. So there you go. Ringlet, hey, says, hey, I just hear a second. Wait, the clock's changed. Oh my gosh. And Giant Spidey says, OMG, it's a clue map? Welcome, by the way, Rangoet. We're on the floor today, because I'm still in the process of moving. And Rack says, this is reinforcing my decision to never watch Orville. Oh, it's alright, actually. My mom is a huge Star Trek fan from, like, back in the day and has, like, a lot of the books and stuff. And she really liked Orville, actually. I think there's a real chance that if you like Star Trek, you may like it. The first season leans more into the, like, this is a comedy parody show, but they kind of give up on that over time, and the show gets better for it. Oh. Morewar says, wow, is this a map of your apartment? Oh, yeah. Can you play Clue, but it's on the Orville? Maybe. And Progy Friend says, that's a Kirkland signature space vessel, not a Federation starship. And Giant Spudge says, I would buy a Kirkland signature space vessel, not gonna lie. Rangwet says, I never keep track of when the clocks change, but I just looked over at my alarm clock and it's 1 hour ahead of my PC. Oh, okay. What is that a map of? It's a map, I guess, of the ship from the Orville, but we opened the Orville HeroClix set, and that was the map that came with it. Arrakis says, I'm also a huge Star Trek fan, but I'm a huge Seth MacFarlane anti-fan, so I've avoided it. That's fair enough. I think that's my big criticism of the show. Or one is that, like, it didn't need Seth MacFarlane. Like, the show works without him just fine. And he's kind of, it's not like he's the worst part of the show, but just like somebody else would have been better. And Rangoet says, yes, I know what the Orville is. The Orville was a sci-fi show in the vein of Star Trek, which was created by the same guy who made Family Guy. And Raka says, also Star Trek has its own official comedy show now, and it rules, so... And Noodle says, is it a Rick and Morty deal too? Not really. Rick and Morty is kind of a different vibe going on. And Giant Spatch says, Arrakis, I'm only a Seth MacFarlane fan in Logan Lucky fan? Wait, was he in Logan Lucky? Which one did I watch? Is Logan Lucky the heist movie with Mr. James the Bond in it? Daniel Craig? I think I saw that one. Yes, it's the heist movie. I don't remember him being in it though. And Rangwat says, what? That's weird. It is weird. It was a weird thing. It was a weird show. This is Orville is like a slice of life based on Star Trek universe. Slatchcomb. And Soulfighter says, I am a Seth MacFarlane fan when I don't know it's Seth MacFarlane. Oh, Pierogi friend says, that's layer cake? Or am I wrong? And Giant Spadge says, Orville only exists because Seth MacFarlane tried to leave Fox, and Fox was like, we will literally let you do anything you want. And he was like, I want to make Star Trek. And Rack says he's the shitty race car driver who's rivals with Bucky Barnes. Oh, okay. I don't remember that movie well enough, obviously, but I believe it. That does confirm that I'm thinking of the same movie as you all, or that you're all talking about. I'm gonna close the door now. Sorry, I'll be right back. No more dog. Oh. Giant Special says movie night. That movie's great. Arax says that movie rules. What? I got a whole backlog of movies I gotta watch. I'll be real with you. We're getting more multi-ball. Second best Daniel Craig role. Role is fair enough. Where are we going? Let's go to the left. Get more artifacts. Arax says, I'm worried if I watch The Orville, then I will be forced to like Seth MacFarlane and it will destroy my reality. Oh no! I wouldn't want that. In that case, don't worry about it. Bombs detonate in one hit. Bombs deal plus 10 damage. Battlestar with 5 extra coins is actually gonna combo with my beckoning crit. Giant Spatcha says he's unfortunately very talented. It's true. Reload moves after every shot. Bottom bouncers and walls. You didn't have to. You had me at extra bouncy, which admittedly was the last word of it. Rack says I'll probably watch it eventually. I'm almost done watching every Deep Space Nine and Voyager episode. Oh man. And then I guess I have to watch Enterprise, which is probably worse than Orville. You stumble upon a mysterious altar. More worse says, isn't there a lot of Voyager? I kind of thought that too, yeah. You feel yourself pulled towards it, and as you near it, you realize you're holding potential offerings. Give them the peb ball. The peb ball disappears. My other hand grows warm, and you realize Bucklord is now level 3. Regot says, host a movie night and pick the most Piotr film you can. Nicolas Cage and the Muppets with lots of outlandish twists and corny horror elements. And Giant Spatch says, OMG, Piotr should play Star Trek Voyager Elite Force? What is this? And Araka says, there's 7 seasons each, oh my gosh, of TNG, DS9, and Voyager. And on Wisebird says, good altar. Yeah, that was great altar. Very good for us. Let's not forget that we're playing a game here, too. This whole time. Do we want? Question mark nodes have an increased chance to be a treasure node, and treasure nodes have a increased chance to be rare, or heal 1. Yeah, let's take that. What the hell? Why not? Oh no! Raka says, I just looked up Star Trek Voyager Elite Force and it looks terrible. Perfect. Rengo says, and somehow the film is a roguelike and card game. IDK how? But it needs to be. There's like a tie-in game that we can play at the same time. Let's skip the chip thing, right? We don't really like it. We're skipping it. Soulfinder says, we apparently missed each other. Peglin, what? Giant Spider says, someone should definitely make Piotr play it. Oh, maybe. Someday. And Giant Spadge says, I played through it when it was released on GOG and it was great. Terrible. Terrible, but great. And Progy Frenzy says, what's the name of the Star Trek point and click? It had a floating monolith aliens? I don't know. The only point and click games I know are the LucasArts ones. Like Fate of Atlantis, or Maniac Mansion, or Monkey Island. Missed? Rainbow says it's like all these new TikToks where there's 2 videos playing at once, but one screen is you playing the tie-in game while trying to watch the film. I'm down with that. I can't... Those videos make me feel very old. I know exactly what you're talking about, where it's like somebody playing like Temple Run or something on the bottom at the same time as other things are going on. I can't. I don't have the negative attention span required for this video. And Rakus asks if Progy Frenzy is thinking of Starfleet Academy. Unknown to me. Or possibly Star Trek Judgment Rights, which sounds metal as hell and probably sucks. Very good. All the best things in life do that. Upgrade multi-ball. Again. God, we have like 3 good multi-ball ones. I'm out of money, so we're going to go treasure. Giants Badge says you can read chat and play PeglinI at the same time. That's more than I can do. And Rango says, it feels weird to me. I can put up with it, but it admittedly puts me off a bit. Oh, the 2 movies at the same time. And Araka says, Judgment Rights does look like it includes some alien space shapes. Every reload grants +2 must circle, not bad. Axe me anything. AMA. It's a callback to earlier in the stream. Oh my, okay, we gotta fight this dude soon. Let's go to the left. Progy Frenzy says, Starfleet Academy looks like FMV and there was definitely pixel art. And Rax says there's a screenshot where they're standing on some space cones. Love a good space cone. I love a good space shape. It's a good thing. Wow. That bulwark was really strong. We just exploded that man's shield. So that's good for a start. How do I want to do this? Prime that bomb. Bam! Narak says, Judgment Rights looks like a Monkey Island game, so it seems promising. Seems like the right idea. We gotta remember to use the discard more. I always forget about that. Alright, here comes the big move. Multi-bomb? Well, it was more like a medium move, but we'll take it. And Arak says, there's also Star Trek 25th Anniversary, which is a very funny name for a game, and is also a LucasArts style game. Giant Spadge says, are you going to see Barbie or Oppenheimer first? Probably I'll see Barbie first. I have plans to see Barbie, whereas I do not have plans right now to see Oppenheimer. So, there you go. Whoa. Giant Spadge says, also in the running, Mission Impossible, the Venture Brothers film. Is there a Venture Brothers film, or is Mission Impossible somehow Venture Brothers? Because that is huge to me. Rainbow says, you play the tie-in game, watch the film, listen into the tie-in audiobook, the tie-in comic is on one screen, and in double there's the wiki open for everyone with their screen. Perfect. And we can have like the IMDb page open maybe too, so we can be reading about the actors at the same time. And Rack says, I do want to see MI7-1. And John Spatch says, yes, there will be a Venture Brothers film, but on streaming. Oh, I gotta see it. Upgrade, bulwark. Do it. We have like kind of a nothing build, but it's sort of working. We're kind of doing it so far. That I did not like as much, what just happened. I see. Mission Impossible 7 is a 7-part one. Oh, like they do with the Harry Potters. So I stylized it in the stupidest way possible. That series also had a 7-1. Which I fell asleep watching at midnight, and then never saw 7-2. So there you go. That's my Harry Potter 7-1 story. Kill that man. Iraq says, I have seen every Harry Potter movie except 7 Part 1, although I did see Part 2. I was gonna say it's okay, it's not a good one to watch, but honestly, I don't remember a single thing from it, so... But in high school, my friends wanted to go see it at midnight the night it came out, so I did do that. Yeah, Rangot says, don't worry, it's Harry Potter, you didn't miss much of worth. And Raka says, I mean, I've read all the books, so I know what happens approximately. And Soulfighter says, the movies are good if you don't compare them to the books. And Raka says, I've also seen Cursed Child twice, which is better than most movies. That's the play, right? You gotta go, like, be in a room with other people to see that? I don't know, that kind of turns me off of doing it. I want to be in my house, wrapped in a blanket, eating popcorn, not in a room with a bunch of dudes. Rainbow says, Part 2 did start with him breaking a dragon out of a bank, or was that Part 1? And John Spatch says, I do like Cursed Child. Alright, what's the U? Rubberizorb. The next orb fired becomes extra bouncy. That is extremely tempting, however, no. And More War says, Cursed Child is very good, IMO. And Unwisebit says, sharing with Zug. The popcorn? Yes, definitely. Naturally. And Araka says, Cursed Child whips. It's like, what if we took some random AO3 fic and gave it the biggest budget any Broadway play could have? You catch a glimpse of an ethereal Peglin. It appears to be some kind of echo of its former self. Upgrade an orb. Sure, upgrade my dag orb. Fine. Extreme fanfic vibes. That does sound kind of good. Orb grade and orb. Orb grade and orb. Is this my... Sure, dag orb level 2. Why don't you just get that crit since it's right on top? 7,000. Jeez. Rangoit says, I haven't read the books, but I have heard the best stuff about it. Also, film seemed put up as very well done adaptations compared to the source material. What do I remember about the movies? The movies are pretty good, or pretty faithful adaptations, I know. Like, there's a lot of lines that are, like, exactly the same in the movies and the books, right? And Wisebird says, this wall man scares me. He is pretty terrifying. Just knowing that if he gets all the way over here, he's gonna one-shot me is pretty upsetting. But I think we've got a lot of stuff to let us do big damage to him. More War says, how does Wall Guy move? It's like glacial drift. It's the same idea. Soldier says, after the third movie is all, yeah, that happened-ish. Oh, is it only with the beginning ones? Araka says the movies are mostly like too faithful, and that the books are long enough that it's difficult to fit all in a 2-hour movie, and they could have used more adaptation. Interesting take. Araka says, okay, big question. Best films based on a book. Ooh. Best film based on a book. Maybe the Lord of the Rings movies. I do really like those. I gotta be real. Progy Friend says, Star Trek, a final unity. The aliens are Chodaks and they look ridiculous. And More War says, no feet or wheels that I can see on this man. And Soul Foundry says, Wizard of Oz, maybe? Also, that's a really great pick, actually. Yeah, maybe thinking about some... does Who Framed Roger Rabbit count? Wasn't that a book first? I might say Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But I haven't read the book. And Soul Foundry says, Hunger Games. Oh, and Soul Foundry says, third movie made me stop watching the movies for years. Of the Harry Potter ones. A wife says, Stardust. I haven't seen Stardust, and it's kind of for a bad reason. I had a friend in college who insisted, for some reason, on A, comparing Stardust directly to The Princess Bride, and B, on insisting that it was a much better movie. And that just made me not want to watch Stardust. John Spatch says Princess Bride, also a good choice. That book is really good. Blade Runner, No Country for Old Men, or The Princess Bride, or Shrek. I actually have read the Shrek book. I'm familiar with it. And Araka says, Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a book, but the book is fairly different, I think, but it still counts. Jurassic Park and Stardust are good thoughts. And Ringo says, as someone who hasn't read a huge deal, I can't give the best answer, but for me, you gotta go to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The visuals add so much, and it takes advantage of it as well for a lot of visual comedy and unique style. Sylvester says, Stardust was a good adaptation, not bad at all. I own it and watch it. Ah, you do both? Giant Spatch says, Stardust has young Henry Cavill in it? Okay, that is a plus. Sylvester says, Princess Bride is not totally like the book, but I love how they made it work. I really love both of them for different reasons. Yeah, the book was great, but you know the movie obviously has so many memorable performances. Like, yeah, 10 out of 10 movie. And Ringo says Blade Runner is great, but I haven't read the book. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Sylvander says, how have I read almost all of these books? I don't watch movies or read many books. And Raka says, like all of Philip K. Dick's works were made into movies. Minority Report, maybe? Did you see the Electric Sheep show on Amazon? I watched a few episodes of that. It was pretty good. I thought it was alright. Oh, V for Vendetta. Can I count a comic book? I really like the V for Vendetta movie. With old Hugo Weaving in it. Ugh. That might be one for me. We might die here. And Wiseman says, ooh, me too. And Araka says, oh, what about Howl's Moving Castle? I've got a copy of that book here somewhere, but I haven't read it. Soulfinder says, I would read that. I forgot that was a comic book. And then Wiseman says, V for Vendetta movie is great. Rangwat says, Stalker is an interesting one, though I haven't read the book, Roadside Picnic. I have a friend who's told me quite a bit about it, and it's so different and interesting how different of a direction it took. Even Chris says, we watched V recently and I was surprised at how much it held up. V for Vendetta, it's a little weird to watch it kind of. I watched it during the pandemic and I was like, oh, it's weird to watch this movie about the government making up a virus, kind of. But it's good. It does hold up really well. I agree. Giant Fetch says, Arrakis, get out. Oh, for Howls? And so says, Howls is so low on my Miyazaki list and I want to like it more. And Rangot says, especially interesting that the Stalker games are named after the film, but a lot more like the book. Oh, I guess I didn't realize that they were a book. Evoker says, oh yeah, we also watched V then too, and yeah. Giant Spatch says, V for Vendetta is a different question. What's a good comic book adaptation? And More War says, I would probably pick Blade Runner or Loader, but Fight Club and The Shining were probably up there for me. Oh, The Shining's good too. Fight Club. And Rangot says, V for Vendetta I heard good stuff about. I also like the Hellboy movie, or maybe Blade. Oh. Go for the eye circle, boo! Go for the eye circle! I get that reference. Best comic book adaptations, Hellboy, Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, the Hellboy is great. Ron Perlman, so good. That adaptation's so good. Man. Froggy Friend says, this is an embarrassing answer that I'm just kidding, but 300. Man, I was on a plane the other day. Not the other day. Maybe earlier this year I was on a plane. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, the person next to me was watching 300, which I hadn't seen basically like since the year it came out. And I was like, oh man, I really got to watch 300 again. But I have not actually done that, so I don't know. I don't know what that counts for. Eokator says, does Giant Spatula prefer Howls or Grave of the Fireflies? I didn't even know Grave of the Fireflies was a thing. So he says, Arax says Hellboy 2 is the better one though. I like the first one better, to be honest. It is good though. And it has Seth MacFarlane in it. As old, what's his name? The German guy. I should know this. I have all the Hellboy books. You want to see something cool? Actually, just because it's a little bit opportune. Oh. This pile of moving stuff is all Hellboy comics. So I should really remember his name, but I don't. It's hard to remember names during stream. Anyway. Seth MacFarlane is in Hellboy? He is. He is. He's the voice of old German man. German ghost boy. Sylvan says, Fight Club is weird for me. The first time I watched it, I was like, maybe I need to rewatch it. I was younger then. Rex says, oh wait, new comic book answer, Barbarella. I haven't seen Barbarella. Wait, we gotta pick a thing here. All pegs have durable. All crits are better. But there's one less refresh. Every 3 thing hits provides explosive force until the board is refreshed. Okay. Electropegnet. Yeah, the magnet one is fun. We should really get the chalice or the pegs, but we're getting the magnet. Magnet used to be so strong. Okay. So the Stalker film and games, says Rangoet, are not per se direct remakes of the book. The book is Roadside Picnic, and the film and games are more so very inspired by it. Giants Badge says, OMG, Barbarella's so good, I didn't know it was based on a comic book. And Rangoet says, I believe but they are basically the same world. So says, Grave of the Fireflies is the saddest movie of all time. Saw once, that was enough. And Eok says, oh, Piotr, watch Grave of the Fireflies. Not look anything up about it? Okay, I would watch it. He's the German ghost boy in the diving suit, yes, whose name I want to say starts with a G, but no, I can't remember. Says, oh, I heard of that. It looks interesting and different for a Miyazaki film if I'm thinking of the right one. Basically a fish guy. Fish guy is Doug Jones, right? Yes, but he didn't do the voice in the first movie. He does the voice of Abe Sapien in the second movie, but in the first movie, it's the guy from Frasier, who's the brother, who's also in that other movie we talked about one time, The Perfect Host. So there you go. There's our little Abe Sapien thing. Johann Kraus, that's who it is. David Hyde Pierce, yeah, that's the one. And Evo says, Grave of the Fireflies is Ghibli, but not Miyazaki. Ah. And Rocky says, sorry, he wears like a diving suit. So in my brain, I was like, he's some sort of water creature, but I'm wrong. He's a ghost man. Osmosis Jones? Maybe? And Giant Spatch says, also he's in Spamalot. Oh, Edge of Tomorrow is my favorite comic book movie. Johann Kraus. Oh. He's kind of a cool character. He's not my favorite kind of BPRD character, but he's more interesting in the comics. In the movies, they just made him an uptight German guy. Or in the movie. In the comic, there's a little bit more to him. Rex says, David Hyde Pierce was great in Spamalot. I haven't seen Spamalot, although when I was in high school, somebody burned me a CD with the soundtrack to Spamalot on it. Evoker says, Edge of Tomorrow, aka Live, Die, Repeat, is a good call. Everyone was great in Spamalot. Bam! Wow, we owned that guy. Giant Spider says, it's wild that Spamalot holds up, but Book of Mormon does not. And Soulfinder says, I like Spamalot, especially Musubi. Very nice. Evoker says, Ancient Piotr lore. Oh yeah! Rox says, is Tim Curry in any comic book movies? I feel like he should be. He was in... Why do I have an image of Tim Curry getting a whole bunch of makeup put on him? Oh, because he was in It, right? Is that him? I think that was him. Spintress payment. Tim Curry is a secret love of mine, says Soul Foundry. Oh, we're big Tim Curry fans here. I'm not reading these. I'm not. We're upgrading the Dagorb. Yeah, he is the It Clown. Okay, that's why I've seen pictures of him. Oh, this is 3. Gain +1/+2 for every 15 things held when fired. Alright, give me Spintress payment. I'm taking it. I lied. I'm reading it, and I'm taking it. Send it down. Oh, mercy. What time is it? Oh, wow. It's actually... We still got plenty of time. Soulfighter says Tim Curry is in Clue, not his absolute best, but probably the character I love the most. And I want to say, as long as we're talking about adaptations, gotta be the best adaptation of a board game, right? I mean, what else is there? Like, Battleship? Film adaptation, I mean. Rex says Clue rules. Best movie based on a board game. There you go. Agreed. Is there like a Warhammer movie? There must be. And Soulfinder says Clue is legit one of the best movies ever. Oh, and Rango says D&D. I mean, not a board game, but close. I would count that. Giant Spatch says Clue Rules. And then Wise says Jumanji? Or is that fake? Jumanji counts IMO. Okay, Jumanji is based on a book, I believe, and the game is based on the movie/book. Oh my gosh. So many layers. The Jumanji franchise needs to come back in a new medium. Maybe we could get like a Jumanji MMO or something. Actually, I said that as a joke, but if somebody was like, they're making a Jumanji MMO, I would be very interested to know more. I would be like, I need to know more about this Jumanji MMO. How is this gonna work? How do I sign up? Jumanji's a book, okay. And Rango, it's okay. Reverse Time, best board game adaptation. Ah, that's an interesting question. I've got some good board game adaptations here. The Hellboy board game is actually not that great, although I have got that. Any other really good ones that I have here? I don't know. I think my favorite board games are all, I guess, original IP for the most part. Is that true? I think so. Rex says the new Jumanjis are really good, by the way. Jumanji movies are really good, by the way. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there were new ones. I'm not buying any of these. We're saving money to make this Pinterest payment super strong. Best board game adaptation of a different thing, I feel like, is the Battlestar Galactica game. I've heard that game's really good, actually. Genuinely. Giant Spatch says apparently Tim Curry was originally hired as the Joker in Batman TAS, the animated series, but only recorded 4 episodes. Rex says he's Emperor Palpatine in later seasons of the Clone Wars and Rebels. I feel like I just got a game that was an adaptation of something, and now I can't remember what it was, a board game. But it's escaping me. I can't think of what it would be. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check real quick. Huh. I don't know what I was thinking of. I couldn't find anything. Somebody says, Jumanji board game needs to be redone. When I was a kid, it was just done with red cellophane to reveal clues. Oh, I know what you mean. The little, yeah, you put it over the, like, red and white dotted things. Let's see. He's Emperor Palpatine in later seasons of the Clone Wars and Rebels. And Rango says, also, do you think we'll ever get a film based on the Monopoly board game? Ooh. I would be interested in that, actually. I think it depends a lot on who is playing Uncle Pennybags is going to be, like, crucial to that movie's success. But if they get somebody really good for it, then maybe. John Spatch says, oh, they're so good. Progy Friend says from, like, 1985. What is from, like, 1985? Oh, Jumanji? Rex says, I have the Trogdor board game, which maybe is a good adaptation, but I've never actually played it. I also own the card game Marrying Mr. Darcy, which is pretty fun. We have the fast food adaptation of Monopoly from McDonald's. True! Evocator says, love this stream. It's a little bit, it's a little bit chaotic. Let's get an extra crit on the special button. Soulfinder says, I want a Pretty Princess board game, and I want the Black Ring to be epic. So I almost grabbed, it's not what I was thinking of, but I do have, it's just hard for me to get out of the way that it's stored right now. But we have the Ni no Kuni 2 board game, which is not very good. But it was made by a company that I really like, Steamforged Games. And I was like, oh, it was like super on sale. And I was like, I'll take a chance on that game. And I played Ni no Kuni 2, the board game. And I gotta say, not that good. You can skip that one. Rangoet says the Monopoly board game film would either be a great anti-capitalist piece. Nah, they would. Yeah, I think it's the second one here, or a shitty soulless corporate film. And either be extremely real and serious, or be a more silly piece, very close to the board game. I think you'd get like Mario movie vibes. Would probably be the way that they would go. Soulfinder says Ni no Kuni is a great couple of games I've never played the whole way through. Seems about right. They're long games, right? They're JRPGs. I get that. Rango says Jumanji is a video game, would need to be some kind of roguelike. True, it's got to change. Oh, it change every time. And Evocator, I think, has hit the nail on the head. Says emoji movie vibes for the Monopoly game. You're absolutely right. Whenever you lose health, deal 2 times that amount of health to enemies. Great. And Progy Friend says, sorry, Legend is from 1985. The Tim Curry, Tom Cruise, Ridley Scott debacle. Ah. And Araka says, isn't Ni no Kuni 2 the one where you're the US president who gets isekai'd? Is it? That's crazy if true. And so much Legend is legit. Get into my library, please. Oh, look, it's a waterfall. That's kind of fun. Kind of fun and good. Anything else cool around me that I can show you right now? Well, we got everything on the floor. We got, It's not an adaptation, but I finally watched Back to the Future Part 3. I've got the 3-disc Blu-ray set here. Just when the first night that I moved, we didn't have the internet yet. So we watched, we set up the projector. We didn't have any furniture or the internet or anything yet. So we set up a projector and watched Back to the Future Part 3. And it's pretty good. Pretty good. Pierogi Friend says, what is isekai? I also am not quite clear on that. Isekai Suru. Holding the DVD case like Trump holds a Bible. Exactly. Rangoet says, Mario movie vibe from a film named Monopoly feels wrong, wow. Gotta do a photo op. I didn't tear gas anybody for this stream yet, so it's not quite the same. Rex says, well, Ni no Kuni 2 doesn't say you're the American president, but you are a president, and it's pretty clear who they mean. Wow. Can't believe you don't know about isekai anime, Peter. Oh, okay, I do know. This is where you go to, like, an alternate world, right? Yeah. Isekai is like when you get hit by a truck and get reincarnated in a video game fantasy universe or whatever. Okay. I do know about this. And Ringwood says, there's no context to the board game, and you said this film called Monopoly has Mario movie vibes, would sound insane! And Giant Spider says, isekai is a genre of Japanese media where someone ends up in a fantasy world, usually via dying and being reincarnated. That wrinkle of it I did not know. Isekai is stuff like Wizard of Oz. Classic isekai, apparently. Oh, right, so this is the one where we're blind, but we're winners, too, so that's great. Enemies have a 99% chance to miss when attacking. Is Bloodborne an isekai? I don't know. Wizard of Oz and Narnia, classic isekais. I'm actually serious. I was listening to the audiobook just recently of The Magician's Nephew. And man, that book is kind of weird. It's just... What was weird about The Magician's Nephew? Just like kind of not a lot happens in it, but also like things that do happen are really crazy. I don't know. The Magician's Nephew, a bit of a weird one. That's my final thought on that. Pierogi Friend says, but not say Narnia because they go back and forth through a portal. And Giant Spatch says, portal fantasy is usually the Western media studies term. Arax says, the final Narnia book is a true isekai because they die in a train crash and go to Narnia and can't go home again. The Magician's Nephew is great. I like the like cab driver character who's like a really good dude randomly. That is a good part. Is the New Testament an isekai? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say ignorantly. I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes. Is the Magician's Nephew the one with the rings? Yes, it is. Yeah. Evocator says, what weird about all those books? TBH. Not quite sure what that is. I think there's a typo maybe there. Arax says the magician's nephew is the one where they go to an interdimensional forest. Yes, and use magic rings to go into a dead world and bring back an evil witch who fucks everything up. That's exactly correct. The Tryst is a spin-off of the oldest isekai. Is the twist of the magician's nephew that he doesn't have any siblings? I don't think so. Are we in trouble? Here? Yeah, probably. Unless we're about to win. Yes, we're in trouble. We're about to lose. Either we're about to win this fight, or everything is gonna be... We're gonna be dead in a second here. I think it's gonna be fine. Please! No more pegs! Oh my god. Okay, we're truly dead now. Okay, we need the Bucklorb to grant us a bunch of ball work. Or we're dead. Oh! We might be okay! We might be okay! Oh, what wasn't weird? And yeah, Magician's Nephew is the first book in the chronology. Right, but it's... Ah, we were never in trouble. Let's just do some heals. Of course. I guess we should be paying more attention, huh? Give me... Create 2 pegs whenever the board is refreshed. I'm watching this OMG. Prevent the first time you take lethal damage each battle. Whenever a shield is destroyed, gain... Give me the Philosopher's Stone. Rax is like the 5th or 6th books written, but first internal chronology. Right. An evocator says they go and free the devil, witch, and set up the final showdown in the last battle. I don't know the series well enough. I've been listening. There's a really good... Who's the narrator? It's old, the guy from the Hamlet movie who directed Thor, and also he's in Murder on the Orient Express. His name is Branagh, is the reader for the audiobook of The Magician's Nephew, and he's great. Upgrade all Pebballs, remove an orb. Kenneth Branagh, and Rex says, ugh, Kenneth Branagh, the maker of the worst Poirot movies. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I haven't seen the Murder on the Nile, but the Orient Express movie is pretty rough. Giant Spatch says, who would you want as a weird uncle? C.S. Lewis or J.R.R. Tolkien? I guess C.S. Lewis. I don't know. And Evil Kid says, I'm sorry, I was just super into C.S. Lewis as a kid. And then Wife says, Branagh. Kenneth Branagh. Kenneth Branagh. Evil Kid says, getting mixed reviews of K. Branagh. And Evil Kid says, Tolkien for sure, no question. Progy Frenzy says, his name is Branagh. It's his unofficial biography. What did C.S. Lewis write again? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and the Narnia books, and a bunch of, I want to say, commentaries on the Bible and Christianity, and probably some other things too. Arguably, the Narnia books are a commentary on the Bible, but there you go. The Screwtape Letters, Narnia, the one where they go to Mars and God lives there. Martian Chronicles. I have not heard of Martian Chronicles. This is, by the way, the fight where we're going to die, just if you were wondering. This is the part where we lose the game. And Ringo says, Tolkien, I guess. His stories I like more. Oh, no, not Martian Chronicles. Martian Chronicles is Bradbury. Ah. Oh, God, that did not do what we needed it to do. Damn. Soulfighter says, Bradbury can be my uncle. And Giant Spatch says, okay, I choose Ray Bradbury as my weird uncle. Soulfighter says, I love his stuff. This is gonna go great, I'm sure of it. We just need to find a way to do 800 more damage before anything bad happens. And we probably shouldn't have thrown a rock there, but there you go. Rock says the C.S. Lewis space trilogy is Out of the Silent Planet. Oh, I have heard of that. Paralandra and That Hideous Strength. What a good title. That Hideous Strength. Now I'm dead. No! Giant Spiders says, Arrakis says, Bradbury was a fascist, I think, sorry. And Evokir says, Palandra is absolutely batshit wild. Giant Spud says, I thought he was a communist. And Morrow says, dude, this boss is moving fast. He was too fast for us. Sylvander says, I read almost all of his short stories in middle school. Ray Bradbury, I read some of those. He did the Golden Apples of the Sun. I read that one. Where they go and take a little piece of the sun. It was a good one. Evokir says, Bradbury did have weird but cool uncle vibes, so you find out sucked when you are an adult and he died. Rex says, the C.S. Lewis space books are wild as shit, but possibly very bad. Or it says, no, the game you were ostensibly playing, says Giant Spatula. Rango says, also, I don't like the sound of having someone who wrote lots of very Christian books as my uncle. I think that's a fair take. I get that. And Rex says, Bradbury called Ronald Reagan the greatest president. Thanks, Wikipedia. Oof. Oof, indeed. Tell you what, it's a little early, but after I turn off the stream, I gotta clean all this crap up, because I just made a huge mess in this room. So I think let's wrap this one up a little early. Great conversation today, though. And listen, it wasn't the best run of Peglin we ever did, but it was a fun one. Giant Spider says, who hasn't called Reagan the greatest president? Princess Barsumi, Princess of Mars is fun. Yeah, lots of interesting convos. Agreed. Oh, but that's not Bradbury. Never mind. Get that out of here. Listen, the plan is still to be back tomorrow. We will try to have a more, better setup, possibly featuring furniture. But no promises. And probably we'll play Darksiders, because this time I came back like 15 minutes before the stream started and literally everything was still in boxes. So that'll just need a little bit more setup. But let's pencil that in. Silver says, furniture is for chumps. Furniture assembly stream? Not a bad idea. The problem is my furniture is still... I have the old apartment until the end of the month, and the furniture is all still... Well, like the desk and stuff that I would use for the stream is all still there. It's like literally the furniture that I need is not in this building. But maybe some other stuff we can do. And for instance, this setup works for us. Oh, okay. And Giant Spetch says, yeah, that's Heineken. Autocorrected, not fixing it. Uraka says your setup should get even more jank next time. Next time I'm going to be like under a bridge with a long extension cord going into a Starbucks. Ringo says, wait, on the Monopoly film, Muppets Monopoly film, Fozzie puts Kermit in debt. I would watch it. And Evokir says, more dog, more jank, the Piotr promise. Guaranteed. Pierogi Friend says, oh wait, it's Edgar Rice Burroughs. And Arax says, nothing will beat the Mystical Ninja stream. There were piles of books in that stream too. That was what we used as a tripod. Oh, that was a good one, looking back. Anyway, let's wrap up for today. We'll be back tomorrow, probably playing Darksiders 2, but absolutely no promises. So let's wrap up. What do we do when we wrap up? We say if you watched any of this live tonight, thank you so much for watching live. Genuinely, thanks for hanging out. This was a really good one. And if you watch this as a recording or on YouTube, thanks so much for watching that way too. And until next time, I will see you later.